Hey everybody, Wisdom here. It is Monday, October 14th, 2013. Had Ethan on Facebook point out, I guess this is Thanksgiving up in Canada, so lucky for y'all, you got the day off of technically Columbus Day here. Schools don't really shut down anymore, at least where I'm at. If yours did, you got lucky. Hopefully if you got SWAP Force yesterday, you got another day to enjoy it. For everyone else, you probably got out of school or off of work and headed home to do just that. That said, this is the Dark Edition Starter Pack for the Nintendo Wii U. When this was announced, it was actually met with some resistance from people saying it wasn't a good deal, it was stupid. I never actually quite understood what their logic was. It's available here in the US only at GameStop. It's their exclusive. The retail price is like $99.99, could be $98.99. I don't know, basically $100. That's essentially 25 more than your standard starter pack. Your standard starter pack, basically what you're getting here, you get 2 additional characters, which would be Dark Slobbertooth, brand new Newlander, if you will, for SWAP Force, and then Series 3, Mega Ram Spyro. That alone, we can put a street value of, what, $10 on those guys, so there's 20 of our 25. You also get a special Mega Collector poster. Given the fact, I don't know if this is happening yet, I'm sure it will, scalpers have probably bought these. They're going to strip them down, they're going to sell the characters at a premium price. And I told everyone, if you want this, pre-order it now. When I checked in with my local GameStop yesterday, when I picked this up, they said they'd been having people coming in all day and at the last minute wanting to pre-order, wanting to buy one the day of release. Couldn't do it. Everything they had was pre-order. This could be a deal. It might be limited. Maybe that was their goal, get everything hit at the start, and then maybe we'll see them get, a special character or figure or something on down the line or here shortly. It could be a thing that maybe the stock will be replenished here in a couple weeks. Maybe it'll happen before Black Friday. Bottom line right now is we don't know. What that aspect of not knowing does to people is, instead of getting the opportunity to get the entire starter pack for $99.99, I don't know why people do it, but there are people that would probably shell out $50 to someone they don't know on eBay for Dark Mega Ram Spyro. That to me is crazy, particularly when you could just do it right the first time, get the complete Dark Edition starter pack, have all the characters, and come out financially better than you will if you panic and do things at the end. Do you need the Dark Editions? No. If you're a collector, they are very cool. What's nice about this, we basically, with that poster, that's what I was getting at. I could see scalpers getting $10 for the poster. Their main draw is going to be the characters, of course. The poster, if we put it at 5, we've now broke even. We've added $25 of value onto our base starter pack. The thing is, though, that's just, basic terms there. These are all Dark Editions. Those are more desirable than your standard edition. Again, for collectors, it's a really big deal. That, to me, adds a little bit of intrinsic value to it. And I felt like the asking price for what you got was very fair, and more importantly, as a collector, this makes it very easy. You've got everything right here that you need. It's just one of those things that makes sense to me. Again, I don't quite know where the resistance came from, but in all honesty, I'd rather be able to get at launch. It's not like they released this in March after we all had the starter pack. This was known well in advance. You could switch your pre-orders, you could do whatever you needed to do. But this takes, and it puts 5 Dark Skylanders right there for everyone at launch, bundled with the game. I would much rather have this happen than have to chase down each one of these 5 through some other store, third-party promotions, etc. So this is a really nice package. It's efficient, and that's one of the big things I like about it. That said, for collectors or hardcore fans of the series, the entire thing is special. The packaging is different. It's very nice. This is what it looks like, of course. Your Dark Edition starter pack for Skylanders SWAP Force. Again, this one is for the Wii U. Note, instead of the usual character lineup we see with Ninja Stealth Elf through Series 3 Trigger Happy, we've got Dark Ninja Stealth Elf, Dark Blast Zone, Dark Mega Ram Spyro, Dark Washbuckler, and Dark Slobbertooth. Here they are at the top, Dark Slobbertooth, and check out the display. I mean, that's a step above and beyond the base starter packs, which are very appealing. The way they designed this one, you see all 5 characters. You've got the nice Cloudbreak Islands backdrop. Even the bottom, radiates the blue. I can't tell if it's a light blue or white. Very well could be blue, but it looks like a Skyland scene. Little things like that. If you're hardcore, you're not going to open this, or you bought 2, one to open and one to keep boxed or shelved or displayed. Little things like that are much appreciated. That said, up top we've got Dark Slobbertooth, looks very menacing there. Dark Blast Zone, Dark Mega Ram Spyro, Dark Washbuckler, and Dark Ninja Stealth Elf once more. Coming around, what exactly is in this thing? Here's your answer. We've covered the characters, won't make you listen to that again, but you get 5 of them. That to me is a good deal. We get the video game, then the Mega Character poster. That is somewhat detailed, however it'll be easier for me just to show it to you. We get the trading cards, sticker sheets and web codes, and of course the new Portal of Power. Coming around to the flip side, we've actually got also available Expand Your Gameplay Experience. Adventure Packs, Tower of Time is highlighted. There you can see the Tower of Time, pop the 1 of the 2 items. Battle Packs, Fiery Forge. We've got Bumble Blast, Fiery Forge, Knockout Tariff, and that is the iPad going off there. But the backside, I want to show this to you. The emphasis is entirely on the Dark Edition starter pack. All the screenshots have been changed to showcase the Dark Edition characters. In particularly Blast Zone and Washbuckler. They're used on everything to indicate the swap powers. However, as you note, this has been changed to actually indicate Dark. Basically just 1, 2, 3. There we've got Dark Washbuckler and Blast Zone side by side. There we've got what would essentially be Blast Buckler, Dark Blast Buckler in this case, going on the Portal of Power, and there he is in the game. Embark in a new adventure, conquer new Swap Zone challenge, explore new magical worlds, and play with your friends. Battle to save Skylands. Again, all of these feature the Dark characters. Speaking of features, place the Skylanders on the new Portal of Power and bring them to life. Swap Force, gain new powers and abilities by mixing and matching Swap Force Skylanders. Light Core, Skylanders light up when placed on the Portal of Power. The Series 2 Skylanders are back and better than ever. They basically have a wow pow now. And Series 3, the Series 3 Skylanders have upgraded powers and abilities, mainly a new wow pow. These Skylanders have brains, and remember their upgrades. You can play with them at your place, take them to your friends, level them up there, get new powers, bring them back home, and it's all right there on the figure. Next thing, multiplayer. Play with or challenge your friends in battle. Here's this part though. This is where you usually see like 4 of the elements, all the characters listed out. This one does not do that. It's an emphasis again on the characters in this Dark Edition starter pack. Dark Skylanders are exclusive to the Dark Edition starter pack. That is a big deal. That means that's the only way you're going to get these. It's not going to be a deal where here in a couple of months or around Christmas, Dark Blast Zone is going to be released as a single. If you want him, you got to go this route. Cool thing here, of course, you can explore both paths. It's kind of like we saw with the Giants. It was really nice if you liked Ningini. Instead of having to buy an extra Ningini, you could get Scarlet Ningini. Explore that path. And if you really loved her, then you could double up on those two. But if you're a fan of Blast Zone and you think, man, what are his other paths like? If you have this starter pack, you can check those out. Same thing goes with your 3 characters here. If you've got their regular counterparts, you can explore the others. You'll still have their new powers in the case of our Series 3, Dark Stealth Elf and Dark Spyro. Again, there's Dark Blast Zone, Dark Slobbertooth, and Dark Washbuckler. Coming in now, I guess what we need to do is open this thing up. I'm actually going to cut the tape on the Battle Pack side. I just feel like the other side's kind of more interesting to me. Cuts real easy, just a little bit of clear tape. You can kind of pick up on the line there. Go ahead and open it carefully. Good thing I picked this side. Looks like right there we can have our web codes. It is packed pretty well from what I can tell. Okay, this is interesting. You can't really see what I'm doing here. Let me turn this. It will be upside down, but I'm sliding this out for you. This is actually really slick. This is like the bottom end. It's real hard to get this actually on camera for you. If I can get the box down, that's what I just slid out. The portal side will face the side that lists your contents. The video game side will face the side that we just opened that features the battle packs and adventure packs. Right here will actually be the characters. They should slide out as well. Let me see. Not quite sure what's going on there, but looks like there's a little lid. Okay, so it's just this little flap here comes down. This is really fancy. Keeps them in there tight as well, but we will pull them out like so. Again, the awkward thing here, the camera shoots it, 1280-720, which is wide, and then I've got this like really long box. But bringing it back around for you, that's what we've got. That's that little inset, kind of the Cloudbreak Island look I told you about. The bottom level is blue as well, so it looks really well. I'm going to set the packaging down. Before I do, this is, again, it focuses solely on the Dark Edition starter pack characters and whatnot. Here's the regular Wii U version. As you can see, the box is considerably larger, and where this lists out all the Skylanders, this one basically promos the Dark Edition guys. So very cool. Our sticker sheets and web codes, looks like they're all just kind of taped in right there. This is really hard to do with like one hand, but it actually just appears to be the stickers. I'm thinking the cards may be on the other side of this thing, which is unfortunate, but we will deal with it. They could be with the game too. Here are our characters. We're going to get to those in a little bit. Really nice. This is a one-piece design, real slick. Come in. Guess we will pull up the game first. Here it is. Same thing we've seen on the Wii U version, which you can see back there. Didn't customize it or anything, which that wasn't to be expected anyway, but can't remember if I showed everyone the actual game disc in the Wii U one. If I did not, here it is. I usually get excited about that. I like to see what the artwork looks like. This just previews some characters, yada yada. I think I covered it already. The cards are, as you can hopefully see there in the bottom, they're included right here in this package portion. Let me get these pulled out for you. So you got your instructions and your cards right here. And then of course, we've got the Portal of Power. Looks to be exactly the same. I mean, it would have been advertised if it was different. But you can kind of see the finish there. The metallic silver matches exactly with what we have. Let's go ahead first thing and open. Here's our little flap here. We'll free our cards. So we can do a comparison on them. And the question becomes, where is the mega poster? It's not going to be in here, of course, I don't think. This is going to be our ubiquitous, instructions no one's too concerned with. I guess I will have to lift the portal, just in case that poster's tucked in there. It could be on the other side, kind of where those sticker sheets were on this one. I just feel like if that was the case, it would be folded way too small for what it is. You get the cards, I'll brief them here for you. They do indicate that they're the dark characters. They are colored correctly as well. So note that it is Dark Spyro and not Dark Mega Ram and Dark Stealth Elf and not Dark Ninja Stealth Elf. So that's somewhat interesting. Again, we'll cover those here. My concern now is simply, where is the poster? Here's the portal. Again, basically the same thing. Should something go wrong with your regular portal, I think they'd actually replace it for you, but if not, you've got a backup for any possible downtime. There we go, that's where the poster is. It looks like it's going to be really nice. I'm going to snap this portal back into place. Actually, I'll just set it down. Now, this is a pretty complicated unboxing, but this poster looks like it's going to be huge. It is folded, and this is one side. It was placed in the box like that with the Activision there underneath the portal. The flap is over here. I'll tell you right now, this is going to be really hard to film. I don't even know if I can hold it based on how thick and heavy it feels inside the sleeve. What you can do, take that link at the top of the video description box. It'll send you over to the blog, and I will have a picture of this. It is thick, it's heavy, it seems to be really high quality. I don't think they skimped on this. When I said that, I'd value it at $5, people would probably sell it for 10. You're probably going to have people pay much more than that because this looks really cool. This is like a movie-sized poster. This is Dark Spyro's head. We've got quite the little spectacle coming. This thing may be as tall as I am. I don't think it quite is. It might be, geez. You can't see what I'm doing here, but I'd say this thing is probably close to 5 feet tall. I'm going to try to set these characters down inside that box so they're safe. I'll see if I can slide this in. Okay, let me just start at the top and see if we can pull this off. It's got a lot of, it's the dark blue, dark edition. Then we get into the SWAP Force logo. We do have all 5 characters starting on the right. Dark Slobbertooth, Dark Washbuckler. In the middle, of course, at the bottom, you can see his horn, and top of his head is Dark Spyro. To the left side, there goes the knife. Luckily it didn't hit my foot. Dark Blast Zone. And then somewhere over there you can see your eye, Dark Stealth Elf. Lifting up, I actually have to fold this. I am not 8 feet tall, so it's not working out well. You get the idea. This thing is massive. I'm standing on my tiptoes in boots, and I can clear the camera just barely with it folded 2 rungs. So, on the back side, oh wow, this is killer. This is all 3 games. I'm going to come in and try to showcase this to you. This is the Skylanders Spyro's Adventure one. Like I said, my apologies. This is extremely awkward for me. At the same time, it's incredibly awesome. If you didn't pre-order this thing and they don't actually re-release it, you will probably be kicking yourself because this is really cool. This lists the characters over here. This thing is massive. Bear with me here. I realize this isn't much fun for you to look at, but it goes down the line. This is our original SSA cast. We've got Fire, Undead, Life, Air Element, Water Element, Tech, Earth, Magic, including Dark Spyro. Note that he's indicated Dark Spyro there. Then you start to see the Skylanders Giants artwork. We're going to try to slide this bad boy over a slot or 2. Drop it down, you see the 6 characters essentially. We've got the Giant, your Light Core, 2 returning, or 3 returning in the Newlanders. Repeat that, we've got Fire, Undead, Life, Air, Water, Tech, Earth, and Magic. I'm going to actually fold some of this up to make this a little easier. This gives you a scope of how massive this thing is. I'll measure it once I get to that point in life. The green, of course, indicates Skylanders SWAP Force. If they do this again next year, it's going to be crazy. This actually stuck to it. That was not put there. That's our little web codes. But here's all the characters they're going to list out here. You got the Fire Element. It's got 1 more extra character. They actually included Volcanic Eruptor there. Let's take a look at these. We're going to start with Fire. We've got Blast Zone, Fire Kraken, Light Core Smolder Dash, Lava Barf Eruptor, Firebone Hot Dog. That's actually his name. I saw that in the strategy guide. Frino, Smolder Dash, and Volcanic Eruptor only in the Nintendo 3DS version, which is coming next. Undead, we've got Rattleshake, Night Shift, Light Core Grim Creeper, Twin Blade Chop Chop, Phantom Cinder, Roller Brawl, and Grim Creeper. Once again, let me time this out so I can fold this up a little bit. This is really cool. Life element, we've got our Swappers First, Stink Bomb and Gorilla Drilla, Light Core, Bumble Blast, Ninja Stealth Elf, Thornhorn Camo. Again, Series 2. I was not joking or making things up when I said that. Our two Newlanders, Zulu and Bumble Blast. I know that was hard to see. The rest of it should go a little better. Air Element Swappers, we've got Free Ranger and Boomjet, then Light Core Warnado. Stoked for him still. Series 3, we've got Horn Blast, Whirlwind. Series 2, we've got Turbo Jetvac, then Popthorn and Scratch. She looks pretty, I think it's a she, I haven't actually read the bio. The character looks awesome. I skimmed the powers and upgrades. Water Element, we have Washbuckler and Freeze Blade. Our Swappers Light Core Wham Shell returns once again. Series 3, Anchors Away Gilgrunt. Series 2, Blizzard Chill. Newlanders, I think these two will bring a lot to the Water Element. Riptide and Punk Shock. Coming up next, let me fold it yet again. We have the Tech Element. We've got Magna Charge and Spyrise, our Swappers. Light Core Countdown, he looks really cool. Series 3, Big Bang Trigger Happy. Series 2, Heavy Duty Sprocket. Wind Up, who will be available later on in a adventure pack, I believe. And then Countdown. Earth Element, these are two guys I'm looking forward to. Rubble Rouser and Doomstone are the Swappers. Trying to get that light out of here, or glaring. Taken care of. Light Core would be Flashwing. Series 3, Hyper Beam, Prism Break, and Knockout Terrapin. Next up, Scorp and Slobbertooth. Those, of course, are Newlanders for swap. Magic Element Swappers, we have Hootloop and Trap Shadow. That's going to be a pretty impressive duo, I do believe. Light Core is Starstrike. Series 3, Mega Ram Spyro. Series 2, Super Gold Pop Fizz. And then our two Swap Force Newlanders, of course, Dunebug and Starstrike. Coming in next, check this out, they included them. We've got Dark Washbuckler, Dark Blast Zone, Dark Stealth Elf, Dark Spyro, and Dark Slobbertooth. And of course we have our standard Swap Force artwork. This thing is massive. It is really, really nice. I mean, this is basically like a high-end movie poster. I'm going to kick my knife out of the way since I was about to step on it. I'll get dimensions for you. I will attempt to take a picture. I don't even know if I can take a complete picture of that. I might have to like go and get a ladder from the shop or something. But I'm going to set that thing aside. Very, very impressed with that. That to me, that poster, I think if there's a street value on it, I wouldn't be surprised to see it $19.99, $29.99, maybe even more. I've never really priced out a poster that big, but bottom line, that makes the Dark Edition starter pack well worth it. Alright, so what we're going to do now is actually move on to the characters. Again, I just kind of nestled them in there. The way this is set up, you can see that little part line like 45 degrees and then a lock. I'm going to actually hold down in the middle and pull back. As you can see, this is hysterical. Props to whoever designed this. They've done a really good job, particularly to get 5 in a row of different heights and statures. But our swappers right there, Dark Blast Zone and Dark Washbuckler, split at the seams. That's going to put a smile on my face every time I see it. That said, I like to bend it back, get the characters by the base when possible. Came out pretty easy. Looks really good, Dark Slobbertooth. To give you a better look here in a second. Gonna bust out Dark Blast Zone here. Only thing awkward here, I'm worried about the tops coming out. I may go ahead and take care of those for us. Let me set this down on this box and see if we can get the top end of that. I want to be careful with his bombs and that fire at the top. He is in there, I'll tell you that much. Okay, the way I did that, I don't know if you can see it, but this right here, I got my thumb in there and just kind of started pressing on it. We'll go ahead and snap him into place. I'm going to try to get Dark Washbuckler out. Okay, he came out way easier, the top of Washbuckler there, than Blast Zone did. There's less to worry about there as well. We're going to try to get our Dark Spyro. I don't know why it isn't called Dark Mega Ram Spyro when they already have Dark Spyro, but I'm sure there must be some reason for it. And he is in there. Let me actually get these two out first. We get our Dark Ninja Stealth Elf or Dark Stealth Elf. With her, you know, Dark isn't too bad because she doesn't have a Dark version. Surprisingly, she seems to have every other version. But let's bust out the Dark Washbuckler's bottom end. That should make it a little bit easier for us to get to Dark Mega Ram Spyro. I just don't want to like bust off a horn or a wing on him. That was the ticket. There we go. They're all freed from their plastic. Bit of a challenge. This whole unboxing has been like a level 9 or something. Lots of big stuff to go on. Dark Mega Ram Spyro. We'll just start with him since he's front and center. Looks very, very nice. Again, you've got kind of that. It's not black. It's really more of like a. I might call it like a sinister blue or something. It's like a really dark navy. May look black on the camera to you. Some people might actually call it black, but to me, you know, it's not black. It's more of like a navy legendary color. Case in point, I would consider Eyebrow to be black. You can kind of see the slight difference there. It's one of those colors. When you get like a dark blue or a dark green, you know, sometimes people just, oh yeah, it's black. To me, if I had to distinguish it, I would call it, you know, a little dark navy blue. But he's kind of in an aggressive pose here. Looks like he's perhaps running, starting to charge forward. You can see that based on the hind legs. Tail looks very sinister. I'm wondering if there might be something tied in with that. The horns, of course, I guess that's like Ibex Wrath or something. Very nicely done. Paint on this one looks to be flawless. Very, very impressed with it. When I unbox Series 3 Mega Ram Spyro, we'll compare these two thoroughly for you. But he looks awesome. His story, of course, he was coming from a line of magical purple dragons, and I'm trying to debate if I should go into it or not for you. Let's see here. I guess I will. It comes from a faraway land few have ever traveled. It's been said that the scrolls of the ancients mention Spyro prominently, old portal masters having chronicled his many exciting adventures and heroic deeds. Finally, Master Eon reached out and invited him to join Skylanders. He accepted. They got a great ally, and more importantly, the bad guy's got something to worry about. His WoW pal, I decided with having the strategy guide, I could maybe add in a little tidbits here and there. It's actually called Head Start. It summons a magic worm ally at the end of your charge and sends it after enemies. Looks really, really cool. The magic worm summoned at the end of the charge explodes after making contact with an enemy. You must execute a full charge in order to fire the worm, which may not be easy to pull off in the middle of a fight. It's best to recognize a fight is just ahead and charge into the area. Looks like that's going to be somewhat interesting. Our next one, we'll just stick with our Series 3s here, get the veterans taken care of. This is, of course, Dark Stealth Elf, based off of Ninja Stealth Elf's pose. She also looks very good. Her face, I don't know if you can tell, but it's silver. You can see that on her ears, kind of like that same metallic-y chrome look that her, blade gears have. Hair, very nice. It actually looks to be her factory blue, maybe a little bit brighter than I'm used to. Doesn't have the streaks, of course. His life element, she's got the foliage underneath her feet. Foot to the face right there. But as a small child, Stealth Elf awoke one morning inside the hollow of an old tree. She had no memory of how she got there. Luckily, she was taken in by a stealthy ninja-like forest creature. Under his tutelage, she spent the majority of her life training in the art of stealth fighting. After completing her training, she became a Skylander and set out into the world to uncover, of course, the mystery behind her origins and find out exactly, what was going on. So, that is Dark Stealth Elf. I guess since we're doing the small guys, we'll take a look here at Slobbertooth. Dark Slobbertooth looks he's actually pretty heavy, noticeably heavier than the first two. It's kind of fitting for the character, I believe. Very menacing looking jaw. It's almost like an armor coating on him or something. The tail looks great, even the underside. You can see the earth element crystals. To me, the brown of the earth element is actually accented well by the blue base and the SWAP Force. There you see on his underside the extensive detail. It's kind of chiseled, similar to what you'd see, like a Ninja Turtle type chest or something along those lines. Even the bottom side of the jaw, very pronounced, kind of has like the wart-like structure. Eyes look great. He's going to be a fun character. Having been asleep for thousands of years, Slobbertooth was awakened by the fiery eruption of two volcanic islands crashing together. Immediately sought out by Chaos to become one of his minions, Slobbertooth was promised great power. But the gruff and headstrong fighter chose to follow his own path instead. For this, Chaos attacked his ancient petrified homeland. As the only one who could protect his hibernating race, Slobbertooth fought tooth and tail, but you didn't see that coming, to protect his homeland. He took down Chaos and his minions, ultimately driving them away. For his heroism, Master Eon asked Slobbertooth to join the Skylanders so he could continue defending Skylands and fight against the evil Chaos. Of course, he accepted, and now not only do we have the new Lander version of Slobbertooth, we've got his Dark Edition here. Coming up next, what do we want to do? Stealth Elf. Let me go back to that. Her WoW POW is called Surprise Tiger. It looks ridiculous. When invisible, press Attack 3 to summon a powerful tiger ally. It also unlocks the ninja costume. The summon tiger attacks in the same direction as the Stealth Elf's eyes. That's a big deal. It does a nice bit of damage and knocks down the enemies. The best part is the new look that she gets, it says. We'll come in. Let's go ahead and I guess do Dark Washbuckler. Washbuckler was an orphan mermasquid who grew up on one of the toughest pirate ships in all of Skylands. While most pirates were interested in pillaging and plundering, Washbuckler had other ideas for the future of pirating. Over the years, he earned the respect of his crew and eventually convinced his fellow pirates that they all didn't need to be cantankerous bad guys. Thus they set forward doing heroic deeds. Of course, this new good guy image did not set well with the other pirating crews who attempted to sabotage Washbuckler at every turn. He was no ordinary pirate, and he defended his ship and his crew against the many attacking hordes. It was then Master Eon took notice of Washbuckler and asked him to join the Skylanders. We will save those soul gems and whatnot since there'll be surprises. Our final one is actually going to be Dark Blast Zone. Looks really good here in the kind of navy and silver, I'll stick to calling it. As a young Furnace Knight, which is it's pretty apparent there, Blast Zone was part of the Skylands bomb squad who specialized in the safe disarming and removal of troll bombs. But it was not long before the trolls got tired of Blast Zone constantly thwarting their plans, so they decided to go after him. One night, an army of trolls snuck into Blast Zone's village and threw 100 bombs down his chimney. Acting quickly, Blast Zone swallowed each bomb and then belched a jet of fire back at the invaders, sending them fleeing with their boots on fire. Tail of the attack grew and eventually reached Master Eon. He invited Blast Zone to become a Skylander, and as you might have guessed, he accepted that invitation. Just to have some fun here. Again, these two, when there's like a 2-pack or something, I'll go ahead and do it. That rest, I'm waiting for feedback. What we'll do here, we have got... That actually looks really good. I guess it's because they're similar colors now in the Dark Edition. The orange may seem a little out of place, but for people just getting into the series, I feel like I could take a picture of that and it would like throw everyone off. It looks legitimate. This would be Wash Zone, I guess, and due to their similar color, I guess it's really the navy and silver tying it all in that well. But it looks pretty dadgum good. This one not quite as well. It does look somewhat... I mean, this genuinely looks like you could pass it off as a standalone. This one, not so much, but it still looks pretty good. I think a little better than the regular versions. Again, mainly just because of color coordinator. But this would be Dark Blast Buckler. So, Dark Wash Zone, Dark Blast Buckler. That's our little swap combinations there. We'll go ahead again, break them off, split them, have some fun, put them back. Nice thing is they tend to like auto sync. They're not like going to come on sideways. Note when I turn them sideways, he just kind of springs back into place. So there those two guys are. And then of course we had Slobbertooth, Dark Stealth Elf, and Dark Mega Ram Spyro. This is really hard to do, but essentially what we had in our GameStop exclusive Wii U Dark Edition starter pack is a really nice box if you're going to keep it sealed or put the characters back in after you beat the game. We'll just look at this. We get the 5 figures. We get the video game, the Mega Character poster, which is massive. I cannot stress that enough. The trading cards, the sticker sheets, a new Portal of Power. Saving the cards for the end, I did not forget them. The portal was packaged like so. Video game went here, the portal here. Then when you actually lift this out of that cardboard, that's where the poster's kept. Let's go ahead and grab these cards. There's those two for comparison. Dark Blast Zone. Power 190, that's 10 plus over regular Blast Zone. Dark Blast Zone's armor is 90, 40 over regular Blast Zone. His speed or agility 130. Blast Zone's actually a little higher, 20 higher in fact. And same with luck, Dark Blast Zone 50, Dark Washbuckler 70. I'm sorry, Blast Zone, I don't know what I was thinking. Next up is Dark Washbuckler. We're going to take a look there. Power and strength, that is plus 35. Nothing to sneeze at there. That's my phone getting text clear across the room. Must be important given the time of night. Defense and armor, 125 to 110. That's a plus 15. Ironically, his speed and agility. Okay, that was an email. 65 to 60. And then luck, 140, 180 here. So he's down 40 there, but plus on all the other attributes. We'll set that one down. Don't need those anymore. Dark Stealth Elf. Power, 70 of 200. Armor, 40 of 200. Agility, 130 of 200. And luck, 70 of 200. Put it all together, what we'd have 200. I'm going to run out of time. I guess I'll just end it here and then I'll start back in on a new card. Alright, when I said card, I meant memory card for the camera. But got that swapped out. We'll try to finish this up. Overall, should be at what, I think 310 out of a potential 800. Let me go back and check these guys out for you. I was kind of in a hurry. I thought I might could get it done before the card ran out. That didn't happen. Should have known better. Washbuckler would be sitting at 180, 240, 250, 350, 450 of 800. Dark Washbuckler would be sitting at 325, 330, 360, 425, I guess 465 out of the 800. Then Blast Zone would be 180, 230, 280, 380, 450 out of 800, and Dark Washbuckler, Dark Blast Zone, would be sitting at 190, 280, 330, 360, 460. So you get the general idea. That'll make a lot more sense on the blog. My apologies there. That said, we're going to move on now to Dark Spyro. He's sitting at 85 power, 65 armor, 110 agility, 60 on luck. It's going to put him at 150, 250, 260, 320 out of 800, I believe. And then Dark Slobbertooth looks really good there. 145 for power, 130 on armor, agility 25, luck 20, real low totals there at the bottom end of the equation. That's going to put him at 275, 300, 320 out of 800. That's nonetheless our 5 cards that we do get. We also do have the sticker sheets and web codes. I'm not going to open those up. It's kind of a pain to cover the code. People do actually watch videos and take the codes and enter them. But they are regular size, it looks like, for all of them. Yeah, if something's unexpected, I'll tell you. But that is it. That is the Dark Edition starter pack. It is very cool. We get what they call Dark Spyro. It's essentially the dark version of Mega Ram Spyro. Series 3 post, which looks killer. We get Dark Stealth Elf or Dark Ninja Stealth Elf. not a big deal again, like I said, since she didn't have a pose. Dark Slobbertooth, that one makes sense. There's no conflict or adjectives ahead of his name. Then on the Swap Force side, we get Dark Blast Zone and Dark Washbuckler. What I want to do now is actually compare them side by side with their regular starter pack counterparts. Got Blast Zone in my left hand, Dark Blast Zone in my right hand. I thought he looked pretty good regularly. I might give a nod to the dark version. Again, I'm not a big fan of gold. That's probably what it is. Some people may prefer the other way around. But there, those two are side by side. Washbuckler and Dark Washbuckler. I think Dark Washbuckler looks awesome. That said, Washbuckler looks so good, even though he's got gold on him. It just ties in with the theme. He's a pirate, the bubble gun, the sword. Just looks really good with those colors. Kind of like Slam Bam. His regular pose looks so good, particularly the Series 2. It's really hard to say that you prefer the legendary form better. Even if you had a Dark might look good on Slam Bam. But it's just one of those things. Some characters, their regular form, really hard to improve upon. I do have one more comparison I can do for you, and that would come courtesy. This is our Series 3 Ninja Stealth Elf, and we can compare her to the Dark Edition, which was just, again, Dark Stealth Elf. Don't know that I have a favorite there. I do prefer, the silver blades over the gold, but I also kind of like having, her trademark kind of green elf color. The chrome doesn't look bad. If I had to pick one, the metallic stands out a lot better, and the hair, I think, looks a little better in the Dark Edition. But I guess I'd give the nod just to regular one for nostalgic sake. But nonetheless, a really cool deal. It's available only at GameStop here in the US. I think EB Games everywhere else, UK, Australia, etc. You know what it is. $99.99 is retail price. Again, I never knew what people were griping about when they complained about it. To me, it's well worth the money. It takes characters that we might otherwise have to go into GameStop on 5 different occasions and shell out money, or try to track down or hope that they have stock of or something. Eliminates that. They're all there to go from the start. You have to remember, if you buy that Dark Edition to play, you don't have to pick up the regular one, and vice versa. But for the hardcore collectors, it's a very nice deal. For players just even picking up one version, I think it's the way to go. Personally, if funds were tight or I wasn't big time into the series, that's what I would have done. I would have just bought that version. I wouldn't have gotten the regular starter pack. It's very cool. That poster is amazing. Again, it's massive. It's like the size of a child's bed. I'll try my best to get a picture for you. Again, I can't really showcase it to you in a video form, but I will try to get some pictures. Take the blog link there. Will this come back in stock? I do not know. If you want one, I'd get it now. I don't really see the price coming down. If it does happen, it's probably going to be in the spring of 2014. Don't even know if that'll happen. But I think it's well worth the money. I don't think you'll regret making the purchase. I think some people that negated it and didn't pre-order or kind of blew it off, I think when they see this or they run to a friend's house and see Dark Spyro, Mega Ram, that's probably what I'll refer to him as, or Dark Slobbertooth or something, or just the fact that their friend has Washbuckler and takes him down, one path top, one path bottom, and then takes Dark Washbuckler down the other one. That's incentive right there, kind of like you saw me buying up a second of, Eyebrawl, a second Swarm, second Thumpbacks, etc. Really, really cool on that end. I really, like I said, it kind of blew my mind. People complained about it when it was such a nice package and it wasn't marked up. Based on that poster, I'd say we're doing well. I'd say we would spend more money to get everything individually. I'll stand by that. Some people may trash it. I don't really care. Personally, I feel it's a good deal. Again, if you're in the market for Swap Force, if I had it to do myself and I was just getting one version, I'd go Dark Edition if possible, if it's re-released, etc. I just think it's really neat. It's collectible. Bring something different to the table. So that's my take on it. Again, GameStop, EB Games, that's where you can get it roughly $99.99 or $100. Hopefully you got it pre-ordered. I know the UK gets the game later on, etc. Heads up, if you didn't pre-order it and you still can do it. If they'll let you, they may not. And again, it could come back in stock within a week. We just, at this time, we simply do not know. But it is very cool, and I don't think any Skylander fan or even a newcomer would have any qualms or regrets about doing just that. That said, I will quit rambling. Questions and comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube. For the quickest response, I suggest you use the blog, oneofwisdom.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, we will catch you later.